Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your channel. As I said, this is your channel. I'm just your host. Thank you for finding time to watch these videos. Now, today, I quickly want to give you about 5 notable mistakes that Raila Odinga has made that might cost him the presidency. Stay with me. If you are watching my videos for the first time, I kindly request that you subscribe. And to those who've subscribed, I want to thank you so much for finding time in your heart again to subscribe. Now, Raila Odinga is a human being, just like any other. He can make mistakes. But according to my analysis, Raila Odinga has made some mistakes that might cost him the presidency this time round, 2022. Yesterday, Raila Odinga and Martha Karua attended an interview, and this brought something to my attention when he said this.
Know the challenges which a government also faces. Like this crisis we are in right now, it's a serious crisis. You can see the way the cost of crude oil has gone up. You know, and when the cost of oil goes up, virtually everything else goes up in a country. We know that for a fact, because everything else depends on oil in terms of manufacturing. So it is unfair really to just do a blanket blame government.
He's always trying to defend Uhuru Kenyatta. I know that he's a new friend. They call each other brothers, my brother, my brother. But let me advise Raila Odinga that the Jubilee government was a joint government between Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto. William Ruto, through his tactical means, has managed in a successful way to remove himself from the government, in quotes, in as much as he's on the payroll. But the guy behaves like he's not in that government. He doesn't want to take the failures of the government. He only wants to take the credit. And you've defended them from the time we had the handshake. Raila Odinga, we were used to the Baba who was defending Kenyans, and when you had the handshake, you left Kenyans like orphans. No one was defending them, and that is why most of them jumped to William Ruto, because he came with hope that he is now the person who is going to make their lives better. Then, point number 2, allowing failures to use his name to campaign. There are scenarios where we've had people who've not done very well on the ground, on the county level, and even as members of parliament. They use Baba's name to campaign and they get to parliament. They get elected because they've used Baba's name. Raila Odinga should be very careful not to bring up corrupt leaders around him. He needs to sweep his house and get to know, and as much as he's looking for votes, he should not work with corrupt individuals and allow them to use his name. William Ruto again cautioned the UDA members during nomination, do not use my name to win voters.
Mtu asichukue ati picha amepika na DP ati akaenda kusema unajua sasa mimi rafiki ya DP. Kila mtu apange ground. Mnajua kuna candidates wengine wana time tu siku.
Then point number 3, selling BBI for far too long. Raila Odinga spent a lot of time and money, resources, maybe not his own money, might have been the state behind it and many other financials. But Raila Odinga spent too much time trying to campaign for BBI in as much as it had challenges. Remember, it was declined from the courts, and then they went to Court of Appeal. It was declined again. It was rejected, and then they went to the Supreme Court. With the legal minds that you have around you, they should have dropped this thing long time ago. Don't waste time defending BBI, and it humiliated him by the end of the day. So that one, there are people who made their decisions around that time when Raila Odinga was trying to push for BBI. There are people who were not happy, and convincing them, and I think some of them went to support William Ruto because he was opposing it. So by the end of the day, William Ruto was victorious because he opposed something that you pushed for far too long. And then, point number 4, family. I know many people will not agree with me on this one, because some people will say it is their democratic right. But Raila Odinga is now a national figure. When you move up and your family members are also trying to use your name, I want to attach it to the other point that I've said. Your family members are using your name to try and come back to politics. For heaven's sake, why would somebody like Oburu Odinga at his age, if Raila Odinga is 77 at the moment, why is Oburu Odinga campaigning to become a senator, to go and sleep in the Senate? For example, what will happen in 2027? We don't even know. They should have groomed their own children. Like Oburu Odinga, at this point, I expected him to even front one of his sons. I know he's got a very brilliant son. He should have brought that son probably to the Senate, not himself, trying to push his name. And Raila Odinga is also pushing his name to the presidency. The people of Siaya, some of them were not happy, including Nicholas Gumbo and some other guys. I know there are people who've been denied tickets to run or to vie because Oburu Odinga was given that direct nomination. And then, another mistake. In 2017, elections were rigged according to the court, the Supreme Court at that time. They went to court, used a lot of resources again, best brains, the likes of Orengo, Otiende Amolo, and best brains. They argued the case and they won. After winning that case, IEBC was given a mandate to conduct a fresh elections, presidential election, like I repeat. And then, instead of Raila Odinga going to compete, they started putting in some conditions that this has to happen and then this has to happen. What happened finally? The elections were conducted. Raila Odinga did not participate in the elections, and that is how he lost a chance. He could have probably, according to me, Raila Odinga could have gone for that, and who knows, he could have won because he was fighting for a free and fair election. So that year, that election cycle, that election period went like that, and probably that is why they even came to have issues with the NASA leaders. So finally, he lost a chance to become president. Most probably, he could have been a president in 2017, but he did not participate in the election. So, and then what happened finally? Later on, Hams mobilizes people and he swears himself in, which according to me, if it was a bad person, if it wasn't people like Uhuru Kenyatta, I think who had a soft spot, or rather somebody who did not want to follow that up, that was treason. And you know what the punishment for treason is. Guys, those are a few mistakes. I know there are many other mistakes that Raila Odinga has made that may cost him presidency, but I just pointed a few. and hoping that he's going to have a keen look at that for him to win the presidency. Thank you guys. Tell me what you think. Let's meet in the next video. Thank you for finding time to subscribe again. May God bless you. See you in the next video.